Alright, you guys, whenever I see how to do specific cut tutorials, I get kind of flustered easily because the ones that I've seen, no one really explains the move. They just kind of slow it down and expect you to be able to do it verbatim. And that's hard sometimes to be able to do, just to watch the Cobra cut and without having like guidance and tips and pointers how to do it. So I'm going to put you guys through this tutorial because I think it is just as important to be able to handle the pack of cards and make it look fancy. It will be that much more convincing that you know what you're doing and this and that and the other and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get down to how to do this little cut. What's nice about it is it's a false cut, so I'll use the Ace of Spades just so you guys, and actually better yet, I'm going to use a blue card so you guys can keep track of where it is the whole time. And I'm going to do this really slow so you guys can follow along. Basically, here's the move in slow motion. It goes around like this. Grab this packet, rotate, rotates like that. All back. You can see our blue cards back on top. So the way to do it is I'll do it from your point of view. Actually, I'll angle myself like this so maybe we can get kind of your angle in here. Try to mirror the image if you're right-handed, but other than that, I'm left-handed, so I'm going to have to teach you like this. So you want to hold it in standard mechanics grip, and your middle finger and your thumb and your right hand are going to come over and grab these two corners. And you're going to lift up a small little chunk, I'd say about 2/8 of the pack. Or no, yeah, 1/4? No, not that much. Not a lot, 1/8 maybe of the deck. And so now that you have it like this, you can rotate like that, and your thumb can also come through and rotate it like that. So, now that you have this, your thumb is going to come over top and rotate it this way. Your index finger down here is going to push these cards up so this can get underneath. And that's a cool cut in itself, just to be able to do that. So that's like a nifty little cool idea for future references. Let's find our blue card. So that's the first step. Is you want to do that. Pivots underneath. Index finger over here. Prise the deck upward a little bit so you can rotate your wrist and get that packet underneath. And then your thumb's going to hold like for a Charlie Air cut. So now that you got that, now you're going to do the same thing with this packet. So the same movement, so from the top, you got an eighth of the pack. Work in small increments. If you want to use half the pack to start out with, then cool. So we'll even do that. So I'll take even less than that, rotate it through, got it there. So now we're in this Charlie Air cut. Grab it again. Your thumb, again, pivots the card like this, almost going for the same type of move. And what this allows you to do is your thumb can come over here and pry off another small packet on top of the main portion of the deck now. And what that's going to do is it's going to rotate around this middle finger right there. Rotate around there, keeping pressure with your thumb and your middle finger. It's going to rotate through, and your ring finger is kind of using it to also turn it over, and you can turn it over like that. So now it's kind of placed in your hand. You can open your hands up. While at the same time you're doing that, you're going to take this finger and flip this packet over like that. So there's your spread. And now the closing move is you just turn that packet over. This finger is still underneath, and it's going to rotate the card back the other way which you came. Now this hand is performing a Charlie Air cut at the same time, and it's going to come down, cut the deck, and as you do that you're going to catch this upper portion of this packet and turn it over, and we're going to do the same cut that we did in the beginning. Rotates around and comes underneath, but we're going to complete the cut. So remember that this is the basic kind of cut that we're doing. So learn this, and the rest of the move may become easy. At least. So again, from your perspective, grab a small portion of this of the packet. Remember, I'm using half a deck. And middle finger and thumb in the corners. This thumb helps you cut this portion to the bottom and catch it for a Charlie Air cut. Then you do the same exact movement for the cut. It comes through, and now your thumb, this thumb, is going to pry off a little bit of the packet. Work in very small chunks when you're first starting out. It's going to rotate through, rotate this packet over so it opens it up, and at the same time you're rotating through there, you want this finger to be rotating the cards like that to allow your palm to be up, and you can really spread, and that's going to look nice from your audience's vantage point. So then start to curl this card back, put that back on top. You're doing a Charlie Air cut at the same time. It's over. Our blue card's back on top now, and we can do that same cut that we did in the beginning. So using a full deck now, I'm just going to go slow from your angle. So thumb here, just like that. Same thing, same corners. Now watch my right hand as I start to pivot this top packet down. Watch what my finger's going to do. It comes through like that, turns it over, and as it's turned over, I opened up the spread completely. So we try to work in small packets. Boom. Comes through like that. There's our spread. Just like that. Cool. And after a while, you'll start to speed it up a little bit. You're going to get more and more used to the cuts, the movements, the timing, when to take what packet at what time. And it'll become very natural, but I had trouble when I was learning how to do this, and clearly I still am having a little trouble. So I haven't perfected it yet, but it's an awesome false cut that you guys can try out. Well, that wraps it up for this week's video, guys. Remember to like this video, leave me a comment if you like learning card flourishes and stuff. Remember to go back and watch all my other tutorials, as well as my performances on my CLOYD channel. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and aspire to learn and be inspired to disturb. Rise above. If you guys want to contact me directly, email me personally at howtodisturb@gmail.com with your name and where you're from, and any questions or concerns you may have. Thanks.